What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur, and today I gotta talk about how I literally more than tripled my income in 3 months. This is a Road to a Millionaire Part 1. What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur, and I was put here to do two things: create and inspire. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. I was kind of hesitant making this video because I don't know what's going to happen. Things have been changing so fast, it's insane. But here I am, making it. I feel like it's best to be honest with you all. This is the journey, this is what's going on. So last year I did several income reports, and I'm calling this series now Road to a Millionaire. Why? Because, okay, I love money. Let's be real. I love money. I don't love money because it's money. I love money because it gives me so much freedom to do things that I want to do, and I don't have to depend on other people to do them. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people love money. It's kind of like a tool. It's a resource, and I think that's beautiful. So when I was really sad, which I'm going to make another video on kind of like my relationship with money, but I was really sad for about 3 months moving to LA. I was broke and things weren't working out how I thought. And I made one major change in my mindset that, it kind of changed everything. And I decided to be more proactive and set myself up for success. So that leads into how I tripled my income in 3 months. I'm going to pull up, I'm not going to screen record it because y'all need to be all up in my biz too much. But let's break this down. In December, and I don't think I've given one of these income reports in a long time, so I'm hoping to do it more consistent. I'd like to do 4 a year, and that's kind of what this Road to a Millionaire series would be, is just doing 4 a year, just sitting down, going through finances, the things I'm doing, the things I'm planning on doing to get to become a millionaire as soon as possible. December, I made $2,600 the entire month. January, I made $2,200 the entire month. February, I made $2,800 the entire month. March, I made $4,700 the entire month. April, I made $6,400. In May, I wanted to be able to say quadruple. I really did. May, $7,700. Depending on who you are, you watching this, that may or may not be a lot of money. But what is crazy to me is how fast I more than tripled my income. It's insane. I was so worn down. I was so stressed. I was depressed. Like literally, I just felt like I wasn't making any steps, and I had moved out here and nothing was going well for me. 3 things that changed the game for me: setting myself up for success, proactive mindset, and high income skill. I thought about this. I was like, I don't want to Uber anymore. $20 to $30 an hour. I'm going around the LA streets in some of the bad areas. Not only is it sketchy, but it's like depressing. And there's in some areas of LA are beautiful, but some areas are just, they're not fun to be around, and it doesn't make me feel good. So I was like, I have to make money, more money per hour. I have to. That's where this concept of high income skill comes into play. I was downplaying so much my high income skill, which is real estate photography. Now, technically, I have a lot of high income skills, but real estate photography is the only one that I can deal with, especially at that time, deal with doing. Like, for example, I didn't want to start getting marketing clients again, especially cheap ones. I couldn't mentally do it. Or web design clients, I can't mentally do it. But real estate photography, it's in, it's out. I had gotten better. It's something that I can charge a decent amount for. And in October of last year, I decided, wow, I'm going to have to start a real estate marketing business here in LA too, because the creative things that I wanted to make money just weren't making money. It kind of goes back to October, which were all really low months too. Honestly, I said December was 2,600, but October and November were probably about the same. Anyway, so the high income skill for me is real estate photography. And I'm saying this, and hopefully it could help you if someone out there, you're like, I don't want to Uber full time, or I don't want to, I'm not trying to do this all the time. You got to find some high income skill, dollar per hour thing that isn't something that anyone can do. Real estate photography for me can pull in between 100 and, okay, let's say a minimum of 80 and a high of $200-$300 per hour. When I started kind of changing my mindset and I was like, okay, real estate photography is my high income skill. I need to figure out how to get more real estate photography clients. What I did was I looked at real estate photography jobs. I had almost done this in Beaufort, South Carolina when I was like struggling the first couple months of starting my business there. But I never actually pulled the trigger because there wasn't a lot of opportunity. But here in Los Angeles, there's companies everywhere that are hiring people like me, and it is triple to quadruple per hour what you get when you're Ubering, which can completely change your life. As you can see, I work about the same amount of hours, depending, like I have technically a couple, like probably in May and April, I definitely worked more hours than I did in like January, but I also get more per hour, which is amazing. So long story short, I started working for 3 different real estate photography companies. I interviewed, I learned all of their different systems and things that they do differently. And I've noticed that there's more and more that come along. But this completely changed the game for me. And on top of that, I kept growing my own personal real estate photography business at the same time. So that's 4 different avenues of real estate photography income that's usually $100 an hour minimum. And when I say $100 an hour minimum, what I mean is I might get paid technically $80, is like usually the lowest that I will kind of leave the house for. And that $80 shoot takes me about 20 minutes to do. So yes, I'm only getting $80 technically, but it doesn't take very long. The hardest part is driving. By the time December came around, I had joined forces with all 3 companies. And in January, things were just dead. I think that I was kind of getting started with the companies, and some of them launched new companies here, like as in they're launching a branch here. Some of them were just, they knew they were going to need me, but they didn't need me yet. And some of them, I think I just wasn't really a priority photographer because their company's so big. But now I've kind of learned their system, and I think maybe I am now, but I don't really know. It's no point in getting to the details of the companies, but they all kind of do different things in the real estate photography realm. So what was really cool was about the time March came around, I started to notice that things were upticking, or things were getting a little busier. And when April and May happened, there usually are really busy months for real estate photography. I think it was the smartest thing I could do to do this at this time. I didn't want to do it. I was very hesitant. And then I just kind of like convinced myself with this proactive mindset. I was like, you know what? This is what's going to be best for me. Let's just see how it goes. Because I didn't really feel like, because I was so depressed, I didn't feel like I had the energy to build another business. I really didn't. I was like, I can't do it. Like, I don't think it's what's good for me right now. But as I started to get busier, you pretty much get an inside look at how these different companies run. You see like different people's level of expectations. And now as I started to kind of make more money and realize, oh my God, what have I been doing? Like, I need to make even more than $80 to $100 per hour, because I only want to work at this like 20 hours a week. And then the other 20, 40, 60 hours, I want to spend building my YouTube channel and creating content, creating music, creating art. That's what I love to do. Or acting. Like, I have to make more money per hour. So then I started I'm working for these 3 companies, and I started refocusing on my own business. And April and May is when I found it all just kind of come together. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. So pretty much like in May, it's almost like each company made up like a fourth. That's actually not true. Some companies were more, but each kind of pulled their own weight in a way. So I made a couple thousand off this company, a couple thousand here, 1,000 here. And then my own business, I think in April brought in like 2,000. I think in May brought in like 3,000. So it's just really cool to see like changing those things, changing my mindset, focusing on a high income skill, making those changes. It's just crazy to see how I kind of have set myself up for more success. And right now I feel super inspired to grow my own business. I've been learning a lot about real estate photography. I literally not only working with these companies, but also just doing research, diving into real estate photography groups. How can I make a better real estate photography business? What type of real estate photography would actually make me happy doing? That was a big realization. Like, I realized I don't want to do all these small jobs that some of these other companies do. I want to focus on clients I want to focus on interior design photography, architectural photography. I would love to do, standard real estate photography homes, but I want people to hire me because they like the way that my image looks, and it looks a little different than what my competition looks. These are things that I realize that I can actually build a business that I love, not one that's just like money, 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 volume, 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 volume. That's what it's always been like. But it's been really exciting, and I wanted to share that with y'all. I hope that a couple things that I've learned over the past 6 months can help y'all. Maybe something clicked to start making more money, but just the Ubering, the side hustles, it just wasn't working, and it was just bringing me down. When I focused on that high income skill, something that I could feel good about doing and that has potential to grow immensely, I think it really changed the game for me. Now, as far as the future goes, because this is a road to a millionaire, I am trying to, become a millionaire and beyond, because I have a lot of things I want to do. I have a lot of people that I want to help, and I think that I can do it. I really do. So let's just say right now we're at $7,700 a month. I don't know how June, July is going to go. All these other companies may drop off. I don't know. It may become hard times again. We'll see. But what I do know is that my personal business is gaining clients one by one, and that's really cool to see. And my hope is that I can stabilize around the $7,000, $8,000 mark, pay off as much debt as I can. I also am dabbling back into the stock market after I did lose all my savings last year, but I've been learning so much about the stock market. And ultimately, I believe the stock market is kind of like you can make the most money per hour doing the stock market. It is a lot of work, but I do find it very exciting. So I'm really enjoying it, learning about it now, and I'm going to keep learning about it. If I can just stabilize around this $8,000 a month, what is that? 8 times 12, it's 96. It's almost 6 figures. Then I think a lot more opportunities are going to open up for me. My credit score is going to continue to rise. I'm going to keep investing in equipment and investing on things to help not only my real estate photography business, but also my content creation. I'm thinking about dabbling into video production again, because I really just love making videos, and I lost touch with it because I only had one camera for 2 years once my business in South Carolina fell apart. But now I've got 2 cameras. I've got a nice setup. I feel really good about the things that I can create. And I think if I can stay consistent with the YouTube, keep at the $7,000 to $8,000 a month, start investing in the stock market and learning more, the next time I make this video, which will be Q2 is April, May, June. This is coming out in June. So I might wait till July, August, September is Q3. I have written down on my goals. I have these 2022 goals that are quarterly, and I have $7,000 a month is what I want to be making. But ideally, by the end of September, I'll be at $10,000 a month through all these different avenues that I got going on. And I feel like I rambled a lot there, but I hope that you got some value out of it. There's no telling what's going to happen truly. I can't even predict it, but I'm just telling you, my goal is to stabilize June, July, August, September around $8,000 a month. We'll see what happens. If you have any thoughts on this, things that I could do, or just if this helps you, please comment down, let me know, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
Every day I wake up with a vision, cooking in the kitchen, ain't no fucking in the mission, like, yo. Shaking up your city with my bitchin', soda in the building, and the motherfucker fishing, like, whoa. Cold won't stop till they get that gold, cold won't stop till you sing my song. All the